Hi everyone, welcome. Thanks for joining me today for the first in my card creation series for June. My name is Rochelle Leigh-Smith and I'm from Stamping Flair in Melbourne. I'll be sharing with you cards this month from the beautiful gallery suite. So every Sunday for the first 4 Sundays, I'll be sharing a variation of cards. So this suite is quite large. So there's several products we can play with, and today I hope you enjoy what I share. If you're joining me, please say hello and chat with me. I'd love to chat with you and ask any questions you may have. The beautiful gallery suite is a stamping up product, so you can purchase this product. The products I use in my online store Australia-wide. So how my card creation series works, if you are new to how it works, is each month I share 4 cards centered around a product or a bundle or a suite, whatever the product I might choose. And then you can get the 4 card kits free when you place an order of $100 or more during that month. So I will include cardstock, envelopes, designer series paper, any die cuts that doesn't involve stamping. I will include that, ribbons, embellishments. You include your stamped images. So that is free to you if you place an order of $100 or more. If you want to purchase the kit separately, you can do so, and that's $45, and that's posted Australia-wide. So that's available until the 30th of June, so I leave it open all month, and you can order that. If you just want to purchase the PDF tutorial, I will have that. It's available to purchase. It's $20. I will email at the start of July. After that, it'll be in my store ready to download. But for now, as I am putting through the tutorials each week, I will email them at the start of July once the series is over. If you get the kit, you will get the PDF as well emailed to you. So I will show you where you can find this in your catalog. And if you would like a catalog as well, please let me know. Hi, Lucia. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, it's been a while. I feel like I haven't chatted to you in a long time. I was thinking about that the other day. Time gets away sometimes. So let me just move this. So it's quite a bit of a spread here. So you will find it on page 52 of your catalog, and it goes across, actually, it's 6 pages of it. So as I said, it's quite a big suite. It's a favorite among many, I know. And I like a lot of the dies in this particularly, and you will see as we go along how you can use them. So this has a nice range of ways you can use the products in the suite. And if you are new to Stamping Up catalogs, up there we've got the colors, the basic colors that are in the designer series paper. So it's got a double bundles, stamp and die set. We're going to be using this die today, and I'm going to be using some of the stamp sets, and I'm going to be using a die from here. So you've got 2 bundles. If you purchase bundles, they're 10% saving on that when you purchase as a bundle instead of individual products. It's got an embossing folder. It's a beautiful suite, isn't it, Lucia? So many nice elements, and I think even like the designer series paper is beautiful. I'm not using a lot of it today, and I'm pairing it actually with something different, and just to show variation in what can be achieved with this suite. Now it's got ribbon, it's got embellishments, so it's got a ton of stuff in there. This paper actually has lovely scenic images. I'll show it to you because I think it's better. I haven't actually separated it, so you may get doubles. And we are actually using this paper in our Stamping Lounge retreat. We're using it with the Scenic Adventure bundle, which is an online exclusive. So let's just go through one side, and we might just I might be able to just do this then. So you've got something like that. I like this, just so very subtle, and then you've got things like nice scenic images, which you can just frame as is. That was one of my favorites. And then you've got the back there. So we've got that. I'm just flipping through very quickly. Very vintage, some of these images. So you can lift it up or make it more muted. This reminds me of an old Christmas card. I don't know why. It just makes me think of Christmas when I see that. And even same with this. There's something about it. Let me flip this around. So yeah, that was that one. Okay, so that's that. So very different sides. That one, let me flip. This one. Man, so you can use it for guy cards as well, those sort of painted backgrounds. That. And I probably should share this to one of my group. And you're joining me on YouTube, right, Lucia? So I don't think it's going through to Facebook for some reason when I'm scheduling it. It's very odd. So I'm just flicking through. I love this. I can see that sunrise sailing one boat there. Look really nice. That's pretty. They're all pretty. You can use. I'm just probably flicking doubles here, but that's very farmy. Reminds me of farmhouse. There's a lot, as you can see, and I've got a bit extra here, probably because I had to send some for the retreat, and so I've got a bit extra there. So today I'm going to be using, let me just get myself organized. See, I pulled the stamps out and I left it separately. I mounted my stamps, that's why. Okay, so we're going to have some ink pad. We're going cloud cover and coastal cabana. The combination is going to be coastal, cloud cover, some garden green, and shy shamrock. So a bit of the cooler kind of tones. So we're going to bring in, let me just put this down a bit. All right. So this particular die cuts out two at the same time. And I'm going to get the piece, cut that out of cloud cover. It's done a run on me. Goodness. I cut a piece of cloud cover. Oh no, it's still in my trimmer. That's where it is. Yeah. It hasn't run away. So you will get two frames and an inner. I'll show you how that works. Then I've got a piece of basic white. And I'm going to cut the leaf out of that. Now this is a rather interesting die in that it doesn't die cut fully. It's a partial. It gives you a beautiful partial die cut look within it. So we're going to cut that like that. So get a stamping card and emboss machine. Yeah, you can't see it on Facebook. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. When I scheduled it, it disappeared off Facebook. Never mind. Maybe I can Wonder whether I can share it. Probably not. It doesn't matter. But initially my card creation series was going to go on YouTube anyway. So and I thought, oh, I'll do it on Facebook as well. So my Wednesday craft and chat at 1 is grocery boys. So something to watch, because I noticed that happened kind of the other day too, and it kind of picked. So now the way I've done it, I've ended up kind of with the outer frame as a very slim. If you just cut it exactly, you'll get another frame out there. If you cut your cardstock in the right size, which I haven't like 100%, but so you get that from that one die. And so those three. We're going to be using this, and I can save this for another project. Now I put my die cutting machine away because I was trying to show that, but now we'll bring that back in, and I'm going to place this in here. It's a pretty cool die, this one. I like it. It's different. And I'm going to run it through twice, just to be sure. If you like this suite and you haven't got it yet, you're in luck. On the 3rd of June, we have a sale commencing, which is a buy one, get one 50% off with Stamping Up. So from the 3rd to the 30th of June, the sale will run. Hi, Anita. Best suite in the caddy. Yeah, it's very versatile. I think you can do a lot with it. So how it works is, if you like any suite or suite products from the annual catalog or online exclusive, so whatever is available, so it's once it sells out at the time, it sells out. So during the sale, say for instance, if you like 2 suites, you buy one, your cheaper one's going to be 50% off. You don't want a second suite, you want to buy 1 suite and a bundle, your bundle will be 50% off. I'm using Coastal Cabana, and I'm using this little squiggle, and I'm stamping off. Just going to go like that. And say, for instance, if you have all the suites and you just want a bundle and some designer series paper, you can get the bundle, and your designer series paper will be 50% off. So, and they don't have to be from the same suite. They can be a mix. So any annual catalog suites and online exclusives. Hi, Christine. Good to see you. So I'm using this little floral image, and I'm going just across this, just very kind of not in any particular way, with cloud cover. Now I have an ink pad, because as demos we had the option of purchasing the ink pad, and it's available for a short time. I don't even know whether it's still available, but it was withdrawn only because the ink was shifting. So if you are a customer, you can purchase the cloud cover ink refill and an unlinked stamp spot. They come in packs of 5, and use that. So in my supply list, which I think I haven't put up, but I will put up, I have got it as I put it as the cloud cover and the that separately, the refill and the uninked spot. So these lift up. So what I'm going to do now is color those leaves in. I'm going to color them with Shy Shamrock Stamping Blend. And I will use the brush tip, and it's not as difficult as it may appear. So I'm going with the light first. And it's a very rough color at the moment. I will go separately and individually mark those leaves just to fill in the gap. It's effective. It takes just a little bit extra time, but you will like the result. So just go in, color all of them. And just fill in the space. So if you had to choose a sweet, are there any sweets that you're eyeing? If you had to purchase something during that sale, if now that you know about the sale, is there something that you're eyeing? I thought, oh, I have most of it, and then I realized I've already eyed the kintsugi sweet, which I don't have. I liked it. I haven't got it yet, so that's one that's on my list. And I've been tossing up about that the boho vibes one because I like the colors in it. So I'm just going in with my pointy end of the bullet end and filling in that, right? Then I'm going to add some extra detail with this, the darker one. Just sort of along that vein. And a little bit to the side, so at the base it's adding depth. And this is my like not the hardest, I would say, that most time consuming. The rest of the card comes together very quickly. I took my time with this and I thought this is a nice focal element to spend some time on. And really with the leaf like this, it's really nice. I'm going back in. I'm going to lift those leaves now and color in the corners. Just fill in any gaps as much as I can. It's not essential, but as much as I can. Just gives you a nice effect. I'm using my bullet point to try and save my brush tip. It will nicely give definition to your leaves. Even if you die cut like a regular image, doing this can add definition to your images. Going around your die cuts will create a nice look, sometimes with a darker color like black or brown. creates a nice effect. Okay, if I see anything else, I will add it. I'm going to bring in my garden green watercolor pencil and add a bit of shading here. And this is what's going to give me the color palette which I'm going for, because I'm going to be adding some garden green later on. And it gives you more definition. I hope you can see that as I'm doing it. Now this is, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't like all the detail, don't do it. Or if you're short on time, you can just color it in with the blends. I'm just blending that out a bit. If you use watercolor pencils, you can also use your color lifter to blend. I know it's two different mediums, but it can work. It's you're going against the rules, so to speak, but that's okay. I leave my colored pencils quite not too sharp. So this could do probably with a little bit of sharpening, but I'm happy with this tip for this purpose. And all the little ones there. Can you see the difference, how it adds that variation? Then we'll pop them up. If I see any more whitey bits, I will fix them. And then you can just give it a bit of a curve. It looks beautiful. I think just something a little bit different. So next we have a piece of the designer series paper. So I am using this one, which is going to go under this. So when it lifts, you'll see that just under. Sorry, the other way. And my frame, it will sit like that. So I'm going to stick this first onto my piece of DSP there. You only need minimal glue. Just kind of around the edges. So the DSP and this piece of the basic white I've done at the same size. Get all those little ones and then they'll look really nice. Using my take a pick tool to try and get under it, it's a bit tricky. Pushing it out from this side. Okay, now when we stick the frame, I'm just being a little bit careful how I do it. And when I'm gluing it, I'm wanting to make sure that these leaves are gonna pop out like that, so they sit over the frame. No worries, Lucia. Have a good evening or a night. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the corners here because your frame's going to pretty much cover it. But I don't want to put it on the frame because I don't want to basically cover the leaves. And if it's a little bit crooked under, it doesn't matter. You're mainly trying to make sure that this and those end leaves come over, because then that's what makes it pretty and different. And then this guy under here, just the corner ones. Okay. See how effective that is? That's really nice. See, it's a bit crooked. It's whatever, it can't be seen under. You just want to make sure that that's sitting right. The next thing I'm going to do is, so see how that cloud cover looked a bit darker when I first applied it, and it's simmered down a bit. It's not as dark. I have got a piece of, this is the fluff. It's not floral, something in Florals in Bloom, DSB. The two floral ones. The designs at the back can get me a bit mixed up as well. And I've got a bit of on the Move Designer Series paper. So the reverse of this is all the bags and things. And I've got a piece of basic white, which I'm going to emboss with the Damask embossing folder. So I haven't used a lot of the Designer Series paper from the suite. But we have still more classes to go, and just want to show something different today. A little bit. I just like that color palette. So this is a regular embossing folder in the sense of it's not a 3D one. So we'll just place that. And I did it. I'll show you when I take it out how I placed it, because I wanted the pattern going up and down, like top to bottom. So I centered it in this way. It's a very pretty embossing folder. It's got that really vintage style to it. It's got a thick basic white card base. Did anyone catch our live on Saturday now? Yeah, yesterday. Goodness, feels like ages ago. Where we at the Stamping Lounge, where we showed some cards with both the Scenic Adventure and the Feathered Fun stamp set. We've got a retreat coming up on Saturday, so if you haven't registered, you still have time because it's a virtual retreat, so things are still open for that. Come on and join us. It's going to be loads and loads of fun. I have got a square which I have die cut from the perennial with the perennial postage dies from Garden Green cardstock. This is what I said. The rest is fairly easy and just a nice, this card sketch you can use for over and over. And we're just going to lay it like that. And then we'll add our focal image there. So I'm going to glue this straight. And I wanted this on because that little perennial postage die card is going to be a little off the edge there. So we'll glue this piece on. I'll just share with you the Stamping Lounge details. If you are interested, we'd love to see you there. No, we don't have the catalog launch is gone, but you can still get it. This is the retreat I was talking about. So it's $54.95. You'll do 6 cards on the day. 3 will be fun fold, but you'll also get alternatives. So 18 altogether with those designs with other products, and we'll also show you give you a bonus class as well. So there's lots you'll get. The PDF will come in Imperial and Metric, so wherever you are, you can join us. Yeah, so the bonus class uses the Feathered Fun. Our main retreat is the Scenic Adventure bundle, which is an online exclusive product. So I'm going to push that right to the corner. So it's going up out of my embossed piece, just for a little bit of interest. Then I'll stick this here. So a little tip, like you may wonder, oh, I've mixed and matched different papers and bits and pieces. Like I've got this paper, and another one, the beautiful gallery from the suite. If I get a color combo in my head, and mine was Shy Shamrock, that's what I was trying to work with. I was working with. I actually go onto the online store and I will type in Shy Shamrock, and that's how and I'll look up all the products that come up that have Shy Shamrock in it. And then I'll just go through and go, oh yeah, that'll suit my project, that won't. And just kind of pull out stuff I have. I find that's the easiest. Then you're not restricted to one project to one product as such, or you're not restricted to that suite. It gets you doing other stuff and trying other products, and that's the easiest way for me to find things. Like even looking through my stash is a bit tricky, and then I might forget what I have or cut the colors that are in each one. I'm just going over this with Light Shamrock. Now I did this before when I made my initial card, and I'm doing it again because I forgot. I've got my Garden Green Stamping Right marker. The Stamping Lounge is the best. Oh, Anita, thank you. We love having you. Christine, you've got a kit. Yeah, you'll get it soon. It'll be fun. Lots of surprises. So I'm just splattering, trying as much as I possibly can. It doesn't matter if it gets elsewhere. Just on those leaves, you may be able to see it. I'll bring it up closer, and I'm going right close to it because I wanted that garden green to be picked up somewhere else. And yeah, so that's my little tip on how to find the online store is very helpful for me for finding things, because sometimes I even look at kits like that, because you might think, oh, there's nothing that might match. Or if I'm looking for a particular sentiment, go to the online store. It shows a lot. I've done a few little splatters. You may be, yeah, you can see it there, right? The garden green splatters. And we're just going to stick this with dimensionals. And I've got some there. That's okay. We can sort it out. That wasn't meant to happen. That's all right. No, I've got a ball there going there. All good. So we'll put some dimensionals all on the back. I'll put an extra one there. If you haven't checked the video out for our live on Saturday, it was good. We had a lot of fun. We were saying how much fun we had. So then gonna go kind of there. All right. For my sentiment, I have got a basic watch piece, and I'm going with the Thinking of You, which is in the beautiful motifs stamp set in the suite. And let me get my piercing mat. I'm going to stamp in black. So the thing that took the longest time is your coloring of the leaves. So it's worth it though, it just gives you that different effect. I'm going to trim that down. I do have, oops, sorry guys. Just like kind of work out something. I'll put a measurement in the tutorial, but these kind of things, sometimes you've got to stamp it and then see what looks best and how it goes. So I'm going to bring in my garden green, which I had somewhere here. Just a matte layer here. Okay. So we are going to trim this corner and I'm going to mat it. And the reason I tried a few other colors, but I felt I wanted to bring in another level of that garden green. So it sort of, we've got one on the base there, some splatters, and then we can tie another bit in. So it just draws it in together, pulls the whole design together. Now we can add some dimensionals to this and put it there. So you see how what I was meaning with the colors coming together. Try different options. Even with the base, I tried garden green, I tried coastal cabana, I tried them all, and then I went back to white because I like that the best. And I think this I chose the sentiment Thinking of You because I felt the design and the colors just suited kind of a more somber sort of a look, and it could go like a sympathy as well. It was that kind of a color combo. What do you think? I think it's just, I mean, you could give it like a birthday, but I just felt that's what it kind of reminded me. It would be nice. It's more, the tones were more muted, and So this is Cloud Cover, the ribbon. You get them in all the new in colors. Just gonna tie a bow. I don't want too long tails. I don't need that, but I just want to get it a nice bow. So you can have long, bigger, what are they called? Bigger loops. But you can have shorter tails. If I can get this right. Might be easier to work with once I cut it. It is, what is it? It's polyester, so that's it's a different feel kind of thing to your normal. Different ribbons, you'll feel like they tie differently. This guy is not wanting to be, this tail needs to be here. And I don't like him there. I'd have to put a glue dot and maneuver it. Maybe. Sometimes these boys. Now linen thread wouldn't have done that, would it? It would have just tied. It's my fave. Okay, now because I'm just pushing that up a bit because I want to kind of cover my little splatter there, which wasn't meant to be there. And I will put a second glue dot because it had come off my original as well. So I think the ribbon itself, the fabric, is a bit what is it, thicker? The kind of stick him down there. Now I have put the embellishments. These are the in colors. Thank you, Anita. I love the card. The in colors in the 2024-2026 in colors, but the flat pearls, but you get them in the new in colors as well. So you get the whole in color range in these flat pearls. They're lovely, actually. They're, I think because they've got like a sparkle, it might not, might not work with a lot of things, but I've actually found they really go well with so many projects. And so today I want to share with you that these cards, or this suite itself, I might put a medium size one, doesn't have to be all vintagey if you don't want. This is a bit more a brighter color, if I should say that, like a more, even though I said it's like a thinking of you sympathy, but it's a brighter tones. And it looks a bit different. For the inside, let's go through what we did earlier. So same kind of thing. And I might bring in one of the leafy stamps. So, and we had cloud cover. I buried that somewhere. How did I bury that? I probably thought, no, I'm not going to use it again. That's it. Done. And put it right away. Can't go far. Never mind. Probably under my nose. Oh, here. Yeah, I have it far away. Oh, past my computer. what was I doing? So I'm going to step off. Okay, just a bit of a background thing happening. And now I'm going to bring in, I know we didn't use this, but I think we could maybe get away with it. Just that kind of just an image of some sort to finish it. And if we do it, I'm trying to think, and do it in like a, might do it just in cloud cover, so you don't have to color it or anything. You're just giving the effect that, all right, just something. And I'll splatter some garden green dots. If you don't like that, you can put some, it might not be the greatest, but it's filled in some. I wish we had a garden green. You could use mossy meadow if you wanted to use your stamping blends in lieu of garden green. You check to color this, but I've got to leave it. So it just adds just some detail where you can just, like a watermark kind of thing, and it flows with that leaf, even though it's not the exact leaf. But I hope you like that. That's something different. Experiment with different designer series papers and mixing and matching your products. I like doing that. It just gives you a different look to something that is shown in the catalog, where you see lots of products with mossy meadow and the vintagey, and it just gives you a different look. And I hope it has inspired you to try something different, and maybe have a look at, if you haven't got that suite, have a look at that and get it during the sale, because that's obviously going to help you save some money. All right, thank you everyone. I will see you on Wednesday, 1 o'clock here, for my craft and chat, and we'll create something new. And if not, next Sunday for the second in my series. Thanks so much, everyone. I look forward to catching up with you at some event, maybe at Sunday with the retreat as well. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.